It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty, Stop Eating Dirty. Something I have in a blog coming up that I want to talk about now real quick is about how building a physique, it comes with you everywhere. Everywhere you go, the work that you put in on your body goes with you. Every room you walk in, every person you pass, no matter where you go, you can wear your hard work, and it's a visual dictation for anyone around you to know and see with their eyes, like, this motherfucker here put in work. Whether you're trying to bulk up bodybuilder status, whether you got that lean frame, bikini frame, whether you just a thick shorty trying to tighten up, whatever it is, your hard work walks in every room with you and everyone can see it. Everyone knows it. You could be the greatest violinist in the whole world, but unless you got that violin with you, who would know? The person could be sitting right next to you. You wouldn't know. You could be walking by a billionaire. You wouldn't know that person's a billionaire unless they had their bank account across their forehead. So when it comes down to putting in that, you're fired! Oh my God. So, I've dealt with Norbes in the Norbes era, and I've dealt with P in the P era. I mean, what a name. I mean, that name sucks. Let's just call it for what it is. I mean, for God's sakes, bro, like, pick another letter. Like, any other letter. You could have been T. You could have been K. You could have been C. Actually, you could be any letter in the whole entire alphabet. Yo, bro, why? Why, bro? My boy, why? I don't know. Like, that could have played perfectly in your name. P. I gotta go to P. You say you gotta go P. It's just like, is it just a singular letter? What's your name? I want to know his real name. Is it Philip? The P era. When I dealt with Norbes, they both have something extremely in common. And not that they both lost their jobs with Smack. And this is not showboating or celebrating somebody no longer having a stream of income that, for all I know, was providing a part of their lives and their family. So I'm not here to he somebody losing their jobs. That shit's whack, and I don't need that karma in my life. I'm going to take a different route. So let me tell you this, story time, like, in a sense. So, and I'm going to get to why they're so similar, not just for this reason. So, Norbes, I'm like fucking with this because, like, I done sweated so much in this damn hat. This shit, like, keep bending right here, right? Who cares about your hat? So, Norbes, I dealt with him when I got my PG against Bad News. At the end of the day, I would say, like, I'm hyped to say, like, I had to do a PG in the era of when doing a PG actually meant something. You know, after a while, they were just handing them shits out. It's like gang member cards these days. Like, you know what I'm saying? True Life said, if you ain't banging since 93, you're not a G. I mean, I don't agree with that, but there has to be some type of longevity era. And what do I know about gang banging? Shut the fuck up, you 9-to-5 boy. I'm just saying, like, it just meant something when I did it. That's all I'm saying, all right? Gang members, gang on. This is my gang sign. Peace, motherfuckers. With that being said, I do feel like because of when ARP came in the game, he was like they didn't really worry about King of the Dot so much because King of the Dot wasn't really booking urban artists. They had their own lane. It was more of a white people lane. Just call it what it is. It was a jokey lane, shit like that. They had a few gangster raps here and there. Even the jokey people saying gangster raps. But they're in another country, for God's sakes. Even though the flight is like less than 2 hours, it's in Canada, whatever. ARP was doing some New York shit. He came in the game and it was like, you know, however he scouted people, whatever the case may be, because basically what happened was I was going to battle Rich Dollars. People got word of that. And suddenly I get offered a PG. I've never been offered a PG before, but suddenly I get offered. See, at least I battled Rich Dollars off of ARP actually coming to my battle, watching me against Shotgun Suge, liked what I did, and booked me. Norbes had also seen me battle a couple times before that, and he's never booked me. So just to call it for what it is, You know, everyone talks behind the scenes. You hear that I'm getting booked for a battle of Rich Dollars. He offered me a PG against Bad News, and he not only knew that I was battling Rich Dollars, he probably knew that I was battling him very soon. So he offered me Bad News without much time preparation for the battle and close to the battle. I believe he wanted to, so many words, say pick a side. So he already started that, because now, you know, moving forward, P, it was all about you either with us or, you know, you ain't coming over here. It's either us or nobody, smack or nothing, without smacking nothing, all that. We're gonna get to that, but I did both. You know what I'm saying? So I did the PG with Norbes. I did the Rich Dollars battle. What ended up happening from there? I think Norbes had offered me another, like the PG realmy shit, but like ARP was over here talking about potential battles with Cortez, shit like that, and like, you know what I mean? Like and then I said, you know, one day I wanted math, and he was very open and receptive to like battles that I wanted. You know, he believed in me, and you know, so it seemed like the better route to go. Also, me and him clicked very, very quick, very, very fast. On some, like, you know what I'm saying, like rocked out me, his brother, like it was all love for a minute, like behind the scenes, you know, all kind of shit, you know what I mean? And I still appreciate that friendship we once had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people grow apart and that's life. But at the end of the day, there's no ARP slander gonna come from me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that goes, you know, so I went that route. It was a long time where, like, you know, I still was in contact with Norbes, and it was like a lot of, like, you know, Norbes is very big on, like, I don't know, they brainwash these people to be like, yeah, fuck all the other leagues. Like, bro, sometimes, yo, Smack is Foot Locker, right? But like, if I go to Foot Locker and I can't find a pair of sneakers I want, I'm gonna go over to Modell's. I don't think the Modell's around anymore. Or I'm gonna go over to Dick's Sporting Goods, pause for the children watching. Or I'm gonna go to like Dr. J's, Jimmy Jazz. Jesus Christ, Dr. J's not even around anymore. How old are you? But anyway, the point is, it was like, nah, it's Foot Locker or nothing. And he like had that very like face up, you know it. You heard a million interviews and shit like that. That's why it's such a power move that like ARP had Norbes basically walking in that screen during whatever blog that was, and it's like never really did nothing with Norbes. It was kind of like his touche to be like, I think it was more so to Norbes. I don't know, bro. I swear to you, I've never spoke about that with ARP. We spoke about it a lot, but I'll be honest with you, even if I knew the details, if I was not supposed to say nothing, I wouldn't say nothing, but I also would have brought it up now. So that's how, you know, I don't know shit about it. But it's like touche, right? All these interviews and shit like that, you shitted on my league, then you get fired, and now you're trying to work with us. It's kind of crazy. Look where you at now. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't burn bridges, bro. You never know who you would need one day. And it's a big message in this blog. But let's continue. So years later, you know, I had built my career, whatever the case may be. I basically, again, same situation. I have contact with Pete. I don't know if we've seen each other at an event. I don't really know how the numbers got introduced. I think they had my number ready, because at this point I already had Battle Tech 9. What you call it? So that whole Tech 9 thing happened. Yeah, so I battled Tech 9, and Smack right away wanted to rock with me. As soon as, whether y'all thought I won or lost, I'm telling y'all the truth. As soon as before we walked off stage and I'm giving dap to Smack, Smack's looking at B's like, yeah, we bringing him back. Straight up, word to everything. And we already had a rapport as well, because I had met Smack a couple times on other situations as well. And also me, Smack, and BZ were all on the same flight. So we were chopping it up on the way to the battle where we were battling Tech. So, and it was like a green light, like that I was coming right back. Like he literally said in his words, yeah, we bringing him right back. Like, cause the crowd, it was like crazy. So like he was just rocking what I was rocking, what I brought to the table. And with that being said, I guess you could say, I don't know if I ruined it or whatever ruined it. I don't think nothing really got ruined. I'm not going to get into it. The blog is still up. You know, you want to see about, you know, what happened with me and that guy who ended up, you know, whatever in the crowd, the blogger I ran into, and like now suddenly like I'm blackballed from Smack. Like how? The battles didn't get ruined. The event didn't get shut down. If it did, I would understand that, but it didn't. And instead, you got people behind the scenes, this girl over here talking about, oh, like he tried to sabotage the event because he worked. Yeah, you're right. That's what I did. Because I'm an RB artist, I came in Battle Tech 9, And I didn't want to win. I didn't care about the battle. I didn't care about nothing. I just went there to punch somebody in the face so I can blackball Smack and why? How like, you can't even finish a sentence. It sounds so idiotic, but whatever. People don't like you. They'll say whatever to make you look bad, especially in a situation in which you look bad. They'll further try to kick you while you're down. It is what it is. And I got blackballed for a little bit there. Didn't matter. I was rocking with, at this point, I'm getting booked all around. I'm rocking with, this is coming into like a Jim's life story. I mean, it's like, yeah, this is about, like I said, I wasn't going to talk about these guys, but I want to get to that point. Let's get to that because we're 10 minutes in. So the P situation. P was very like Norbes. Like, fuck these guys. We're number one. You ain't nothing without Smack, basically. That's it. Like, this is the NBA. You could battle whoever. Like, he's talking, like, I'm telling him the battles I want. He's like, yo, he's pulling up the views. He's talking about, bro, that's not a draw. Like, you need to go against one of my. He always mentioned his locker room shit. Like, yo, the locker room would be upset if I came over here and just gave you this person and that person. Because what happened was I got Your Honor. Right after Your Honor, Beasley said that he would set me and Swamp up. I told him that's the battle I wanted. He liked me versus Your Honor. He said, yo, I like that idea of you and Swamp. Next thing I know, I told P about that. P's like, oh, I never heard about that. I'm like, okay, but Beasley said it. I'm over here like, your fucking boss said it, asshole. I don't care what you heard. Let him know. He's like, I guarantee if I hit Beasley right now, he won't even remember saying that. I'm like, what? So it's kind of like he did his own thing. Like, I heard from Beasley's mouth himself that he would book me in Swamp. Then I'm telling you about it. You're like, yeah, I guarantee that's not true. Like, what, bro? But whatever. It was I never had a bad rapport with P. Also, be clear on that. He never bashed ARP to me, knowing that he couldn't do that because, like, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't happen. There was none of that shit going on. It was, in a sense, just strictly business. Word. And we chopped it up a bunch of other times, whatever the case may be. You understand this shit is a business. Like, just because RBE is not fucking with URL, that ain't got shit to do with me because, like, I still have a career. I had a career before ARP ever came into battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build my name up. Not a career, but, you know, I already had a few battles in. The point is, just to commend ARP again, he was always supportive of this shit. Just on some, like, don't be signing no contracts because, you know what I'm saying? You my boy. We always coming back home. But, like, go do you, which was the illest shit. He always said, go do your thing. Now, at this point, me and ARP aren't seeing eye to eye. So now I'm doing my Canada shit because me and ARP are not coming to terms of, like, getting me a battle. It was like X Factor wanted to battle me. I want, you know, he had promised me in so many words a Clips battle. He didn't want to set that up. Then it's like, then he starts talking about Tone Montana's and like Scotty's. And I'm like, how we going from this to that? And you know what? A lot of those battles probably could have been dope for me. And maybe it was my own ignorance. And then I said, all right, if you need me this guy, I played the one and more money shit, which I never done, which was out of my character because like we always was good on that department, especially the matchups he was getting me, and like whatever, man. It just the business wasn't shit just wasn't working out. Then I started moving on, like just like from RB kind of started doing their thing. So with that being said, I at this point again, I never get booked again on Smack until I'm talking to P. I let him know I'm about to do this King of the Dot tournament. I'm like, yo, I really want to do this tournament. You know, I'm wondering, I'm just chopping it up with him on, because at this point, me and P are talking about a lot of, and this no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into all that. We're just talking about battle rap shit in general. I said, I don't really have a problem with the guy. But I can understand, like, he was really, the point is, before this blog goes even further, you and Norbes are so big on you ain't nothing without Smack. Now, what are you? Respectfully. Did you, at all this time, build your own brand? All this time, build your own channel? All this time, build your own rapport, your own blogs? The viewpoint of someone who builds battlers? All these things you could have did, because at the end of the day, no matter RBE, no matter URL, no matter King of the Dot, I have this. I have this channel. So I always knew, worst case scenario, I had me. A lot of times, I got booked based off my personality here. Based on my promotion here. You know, you always had to battle gyms 3 times. Before the battle blog, then actually battle me, then the recap. That meant a lot to leagues. I'm bringing a lot of viewership to the leagues, to my battle because of this channel. Because people love me so much as a blogger, a lot of people more so than a battler. Regardless of the fact is, I brought something to the table. I have something without battle rap. You know what I'm saying? My last battle with Cicero was over 2 years ago. I was already done with battle rap. I wanted to come back for I might be confusing it. ARP might have said he was going to get me clips after the Cicero. I don't know. So many things. It ain't, it's like, who gives a shit at this point? But it's never like, yo, man, it was never like that. I was like, little, whatever, do you, do me. Like, you ain't got to see a cousin all the time to still love him. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to see eye to eye with your brother, and that means you hate him. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't talking right now. He ended up hitting me up one day like, yo, what up? I got Cicero. How's that? Oh, it happens to be my birthday. I'm going away to wherever I was going away for my birthday. Like, literally that morning, I was in the gym, gonna do a workout, then go to wherever I was going for my birthday, New Orleans, Mardi Gras. And then I was like, I bet, cool. And then we were talking about it's a small room. Yeah, it definitely was. I was talking about a big battle after, and didn't happen. Whatever. The point is this, man, and this is ill story time to hear about like my career. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is interesting. But the point is this, man. Be careful about the bridges you burn. Always watch out for yourself, because ain't nobody going to watch out for you. Right now, could either of these guys that talk so many shits about these leagues ever work with them? I'll tell you this right now. No. King of the Dot will not work with Norbes. RBE will not work with Norbes. Same 2 will not fuck with P. Now, both these dudes is unemployed. They'll be replaced by tomorrow. And I'm not saying, I'm not, kikiing that I'm happy for that. I'm just saying there was a time in life where I was told without smack, nobody means anything without the URL. Well, you know what? That was plenty years ago, and here I am. And plenty of people have made a huge career without smack. And touche. Die being dirty, the smack if unemployment, can you collect unemployment, baby?